Before we start moving through the reset, I want to explain how this program gonna work, because understanding the foundation will completely change how your body gonna respond over the next 7 days. Most people don't actually have a flexibility problem or strength problem. They have a kind of coordination and tension problems. Modern life puts body in a constant low-level state of stress. Driving, sitting a lot, tight schedules, stress, and then we often put workouts on the top of that all without resetting how we move. So the body learns to hold tension instead of releasing it, right? This reset is designed to change that. We're not chasing intensity here. We are restoring how our body organizes movement. So there are 3 foundations you will see repeatedly every day in this program. You don't need to memorize them, but I want you to understand them, all right? So foundation 1, breath and nervous system. The first foundation is how we breathe. They say that we can live without food for some time. We even can survive without water for some time. But we cannot live if we're not gonna breathe. So breath is so important. When breathing is shallow in our body or rushed, or we hold our breath, the nervous system stays in a guarded state. So movement feels tight, not because muscles are short, but because the system doesn't feel safe to let it go. So before we ask the body to move, we calm the system. Nothing fancy, just slow, steady breathing. As you move through this reset, pay attention to whether you can breathe calmly through your nose and exhale fully. If your breath becomes rushed or strained, that's your cue to slow down and reduce the range. If breathing stays calm, movement becomes smoother almost automatically. Calm breath leads to calm movement, and that's what we want. Foundation number 2, it's your joint position and control. The second foundation is joint position and control, and in our pain-free movement doesn't come from forcing range. It comes from joint being supported while they move. Your joint wants to be supported while we move. Think about posture for a moment. When the ribs are stacked over the pelvis and the spine is tall, and your body can distribute load evenly, right? From there, movement feels controlled instead of unstable. Throughout this reset, we'll move through range you can control. Not the biggest range possible, just control. Always come before depth. Quality comes before intensity. If a movement feels shaky, rushed, or forced, that's not a progress. Okay, so that's information just. So we slow down, we reduce range, and rebuild control. This is how joints learn to trust movement again. Okay, foundation number 3, consistency over intensity. One step at a time. This foundation is your consistency. Most people train in spikes. Very hard day follows by tight, very, very soreness muscles, and everything feels super rushed. And this reset works because it's calm and consistent. Small movements done well every day create faster and more lasting change than occasional intense session, right? So you will notice the exercise in the program are very simple, and that's intentional. And simple doesn't mean easy, it means repeatable. You're gonna do it again and again and again. Less done well beats more done poorly, okay? I usually say less is more. How all of that applies to the 7 days program. Each day in this reset follows the same structure. We start by calming the system. We move through controlled movement, controlled range. We integrate those movements into simple strengths in your daily patterns. My goal is that during your day, you're gonna think about what we've done and reset. You're gonna remember, oh, we breathe calmly, oh, we move better, we correct our posture, we align everything, we feel our body good, okay? You don't need to push, you don't need to force flexibility, you don't need to chase fatigue here, okay? If you stay with this principle, your body will respond quickly. Everything comes from within, right? And if something doesn't feel right, you just skip it. Your body is giving you the information. Come back with these 3 ideas: calm breath, controlled movement, and consistent effort. Let the structure do the work. Now that you understand the foundations, we'll start moving better. Let's begin with the day